Don't.
Don't what?
Don't give me hope.
I'm sorry I couldn't give it to you sooner.
Alright, what is up my friends? Welcome to the Monday video here on CoolStuffInc.com. Streets of New Capenna is here. That's right, the new set is awesome. It's looking really cool. I did my 10 new brews, I did my full set review, and this is an update to one of the 10 new brews decks. Of course, one of the most impressive cards in the set is Giada, Font of Hope, 2 for a 2/2 Flying Vigilance. Already like really good stats for a 2-drop. Each other angel you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it for each angel you already control. So this is exactly what the angel deck in Standard needed. And it's important to note there are a lot of good angel cards in Standard. Kaldheim, of course, one of the major themes is angels, which gave us Righteous Valkyrie. Sees a lot of play in Historic, which can gain life and pump the squad. Gave us Firja, Retribution, which is just an unbelievably good card. 4 mana for a Sarah Angel, and all your angels can kill stuff. And all our angels get double strike. It's just a phenomenal card. Phenomenal good card. And of course, Liesa is very good from the D&D set as well. So there were a good number of good angels already. But the deck was really lacking a good 2-drop. And Giada just does that incredibly. Snowballs super hard. Makes some mana. Flies, attacks, blocks, it just does everything. So insanely good card. Joining Youthful Valkyrie as the 2-drops in the deck for the angels. Also Inspiring Overseer. A simple but good card. It's very similar to Silvergill Adept in Merfolk decks, where it's the kind of card where it's not incredible by itself, but you play it, it replaces itself. Also help to solve a problem the Angel deck has, where if your opponent has a lot of good 1-for-1 kill spells, they can just kill creatures. You play a big creature, they kill it. You play a big creature, they kill it. That kind of stinks. So Overseer gives you a little card advantage, a little velocity, which is great also, and just plays insanely well with the Font of Hope, because it just can often be a 4-3 or a 5-4, which is great. Renegade Reaper here is a really cool one as well. Kind of the card that doesn't necessarily look like much, but this is a 3-mana 2/3 Flying Angel that gains you 4 life when you play it most of the time. And then also mills 4 cards. So pre and post board, Tenacious Underdogs are one big graveyard card alongside the Abandoned Mire. So a little bit of graveyard stuff, good body. Also plays well with Valkyrie, as if you gain the 4 life off this and the 3 life off Valkyrie, it's 27 immediately, which is great too. Top end stuff here, 2 copies of Liesa, Forgotten Archangel. This card is bonkers. Very good in this deck. Wrath Protection, Lifelink, and gets huge off of your other effects. And Elspeth Resplendent, a card that I think isn't particularly great, but lines up really well in this deck. The minus ability can find your high impact 2 and 3 drops, like Righteous Valkyrie and the Font of Hope. And the plus ability, honestly, giving Vigilance to your angels is really good, because one of the real good parts about this deck is that it is a tribal creature deck that is not super vulnerable to Meathook Massacre. A lot of toughness here. Youthful Valkyrie, Righteous Valkyrie, Font of Hope, making toughness bigger. So Massacre is often not big enough to kill your angels. So being able to play a creature deck that is good with that, and then also the creatures block pretty well too, especially with Vigilance or Lifelink, which is great. And 1 Sanctuary Warden on the top end, just very powerful top end angel. 26 lands total, 2 of which are Hagra Maulings, which is a card that's gotten a lot better because most players are playing only 1 or 2 basics in their 3-color decks. A couple cool lands here: Hive of the Eye Tyrant, Abandoned Mire, Seat of the Empire, all the usual stuff here. There are some legends too, which is nice. And our sideboard, of course, gives us Legion Angel. Very good card in this deck. Very good card. Also very good in your bad matchups where they play a lot of kill spells. You just keep playing Legion Angel, which is great. Sideboard is Duresses for control matchups. A couple more Underdogs for control matchups as well. This card is really good also. It's a fine main deck card. It blocks reasonably. And against any grindy deck with a lot of kill spells, which is often a bad matchup for you, this card is really good, which is nice. Some massive removal here in Crippling Fear and the Meathook Massacre, which are both great. An extra Liesa for when it's really good. A little bit of extra removal spells, and deck's super sweet. I'm winning a lot with this deck, and we're going to battle with it right here, right now. But first, we work from our sponsors at CoolStuffInc.com.
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
All right, here we go. Round 1, rocking and rolling. It's Angel time. Angels in the outfield. Charway's Angels. etc., etc. All right, bonus in the play. All right, it's fine. We can keep 2-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop. We're on the draw, so we can try and fill in our curve here with any good draw. And this card is so good. Never seen this card cast before. It is exceptionally good. Exceptionally good. Card that got held back a lot in prior formats by the card. Both Divide by Zero just being good against this deck in general, and then, of course, Fated Hope being really good against this. But Fated Hope has not been a very popular card lately, so this card's great. Valkyrie here on 2, one of our good starting points. Haunted Ridge and Den of the Bugbear, possibly like a sacrificey Meathook Massacre deck, which we are pretty good against usually because we can toughen us up pretty hard. Probably be playing the Reaper next turn. Like to see if they're going to do anything or not. That would be a, Strangle, sure. Love how this card is like 10 times worse than Lightning Bolt, but still a very playable card. It's pretty funny. All right, we draw a Mauling. We kind of want to play Reaper Valkyrie before playing more Angels, but I think we're just going to curve out here. We could also play Mauling as a land if we really wanted to. Don't have to double block it anyway, but trying to avoid flooding is a thing in this deck for sure. Yeah, we're going to hold the Mauling for now. We're just going to go Land Reaper. Probably going to be a grindy game. So mill 4, we mill an Angel, which is great. Gain 4 life. Say go. Probably playing the Retribution next turn. I imagine Elspeth's going to be kind of important here. We'll see. They go for the attack. I think I'm fine blocking here. This can kill things pretty easily later on. Just like make it trade now. They play their own Hagra Mauling and a Fable of Mirror Breaker. Sure. Good card. Good card. We draw a Pathway. We're going to play the Pathway. When you're playing Snarls in your deck, you often want to hold the basics in your hand for as long as you possibly can. So keep that basic in our hand. Play Retribution and say go. Probably won't matter here because we have land 5 anyway, but we see Fable go off. Angel living will be huge here if it does live, but might die. We'll see. We'll see. Taking a long, hard look at these Fable cards. Ooh, okay. Kaido Shizuki is the discard. This is a Grixis deck that's missing a color. There you go. All right, so Maestros, I apologize. I apologize. So similar to the deck that I played in the last set championship. And another Mauling. Gonna take out my Angel. So that kind of stinks a little bit. Now their Goblin gets in, draws a card, but now Retribution doesn't do too much, but Shattered Sanctum, sure. So we're gonna play Elspeth here, and we're gonna minus it. They have Bugbear also, but like I think we need to make some moves here. Gonna come in. We're gonna minus the top 7 cards. Get a permanent mana value 3 or less. Put it on the battlefield with a shield counter on it. So probably the 2/4 Valkyrie would be our best hit here. Spike Overseer, Youthful Valkyrie. We're gonna take Overseer, I think. Actually, we'll just draw a card and keep the ball rolling here. G can't block the Goblin, nor can this block it and kill it. So get this, draw a card, shield counters on it. I can safely block this. Gain a life. Draw Vanishing Verse. This card was mostly added for matchups kind of like this, where they have a lot of removal spells. These decks tend to be pretty good against decks like this, because they kind of just kill your one big thing over and over again. And we're lacking in a real engine like they have in Reflections or Kaido. See what's up here. Vanishing Verse can kill Reflection. Doesn't really feel very good, but it does work. It's a big spot here. They could fire up the Bugbear and just kill my Elspeth at the cost of their Goblin token or Bugbear. Next turn we have Valkyrie and Mauling. Mauling is currently Murder because the no basics in play. And again, most decks are 3, a lot of decks, well not most, a lot of decks are 3 colors, and then a lot of them are only playing like 1 basic. So it's pretty simple for Mauling to cost 3, which makes it really, really good. So we're going to block here. We have our shield counter, so our Overseer will live through this combat. That's a good exchange for us. We like that. They're going to play Sorin the Mirthless. They're probably going to minus. Alright, so we get to, we're going to kill some stuff here, and Elspeth up and kill Sorin. This is all pretty good. Unless they have a way to kill this Overseer. They have, like, they're sandbagging a kill spell here. That would be a little awkward. And they are thinking here. Oh, okay. They're actually going to op us. Sacrificing the Kiki. Wow, that is a very, very interesting choice. Make a devil. And then each opponent loses 2 life. Sure. Okay. Our angels have double strike. We're going to want to kill the Sorin for sure, I think. We now have Font of Hope, Verse. We actually have a pretty good turn here. So you can play Font of Hope and Valkyrie and Verse. So we're going to plus on double strike and flying. Put a vigilance counter on this, perhaps. And then we can attack. We're going to kill Sorin. I mean, kill this anyway with the Vanishing Verse, so. Plus here.
Let's do this together.
I'm going to give it vigilance. I guess we can attack and see if they block or not. We can just exile the Sorin. Either way, it doesn't really matter. One way, exile Sorin. Sure, I guess. So we'll attack here. See what they want to do. Again, it's double strike, so blocks don't really work. Sure, it's fine. So either way, Verse will kill this. So we go land. Doesn't matter on the order of these because... Actually, I'm sorry, it does. We'll hit one of those first. Because we have 2 things in play. Or, yeah, so we have to play this. Black, black, white, white. Sure. And we cast our Youthful Valkyrie. Take 3/5. We Verse the Sorin. And now these Obnic sources just don't look that good because we can just take 4 damage and then kill them with all of our flyers. So unless I draw a Massacre like this turn exactly, and even then it wouldn't kill this. So take 2. They gain 2.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Take 2. They gain 2.
Your punishment is my entertainment.
Obnic is very, very good, but I do think it is a hair overrated. People are referring to it as like Oko, Thief of Crowns, which is just a ridiculous, ridiculous notion. Oko is a format-defining card in literally every format it is still somehow legal in, which I don't think is many. Ob is probably not the best card in Standard, but it is still a very good card, for sure. A card can be good and not be Oko. There is a range in there between those 2 things. So Iteration is a great draw here, obviously. Good card to draw, and they can draw 2. They draw a Voltage Surge. That's annoying. So probably going to kill the Font of Hope here. We still have pretty good attacks, though. Gonna kill that, sure. And we have the plus on our Elspeth. A Tenacious Underdog. Sure. So we're going to draw... Ooh, good draw. Good draw. Alright, so we're going to play Retribution, put a Vigilance counter on the Valkyrie, and kill both Obs, and feel really good about things. Really good about things. Make a token. Pump this up. Give me a Vigilance counter. Combat. We're going to go 5 here, 3 here. And we got a whole bunch of blockers available also, so we're in pretty good shape. Pretty good shape. Some huge creatures. Again, Meathook for 4 would kill everything but Valkyrie. It's still really, really big. We still have Elspeth in play. Sweet, awesome. So Elspeth did a great job that game, and this is why we added it. Originally, I was playing Rampage of the Valkyries in my 10 new brews, if you saw that. If you didn't see that, go to the article on Friday and go read it. My 10 new decks in the format. Do it every format. Love doing it. It's great. And but Rampage of the Valkyries is not very good in this format because that is the card that allows you, whenever an angel dies, they sacrifice a creature. There are so many fodder creatures in this format that there's no hurt to sacrifice them. So there are Grixis. We're going to bring in definitely another Liesa. We're going to bring in, I think, a few Massacres and maybe an Underdog. I think I want to cut, probably shave an Overseer or two because they are probably playing their own Massacres, and they have Devils as well, which kill it pretty easily. Could have got the Grasps. Is it Grasp or is it Verse, actually? I think it's Grasp. And we'll keep in 2 Verses. We don't want a lot of spot removal against them. We'd much rather massacre away the 2 goblins from the Kikijiki saga than like 1-for-1 them and just keep our good threats going. Warden is good, Elspeth is good, Liesa's good, Legion Angel is very good. Reaper is cool for finding Underdog. Yeah, this is fine. I'm pretty happy here. Massacre is like, it's not insanely good against them, but it's just good to mop up the Fable tokens and Kaido tokens and kind of just like keep things under control. And if they have their own Massacres, the life gain can negate as well, which is important, so you don't get chip shot damaged out. So pretty good first game there, honestly. Pretty good first game. Worked out rather well. I want to remind you, you can use promo code GYM5 for 5% off your order here on CoolStuffInc.com. Good to know for all of your New Capenna card needs. I mean, any land cast Overseer, any black land in the hand's actively just good. Playing 26 lands in our deck. And I don't like mulliganing in grindy matchups like this. I'm going to keep. If this is like some other random angel, I don't keep. But this draws a card. So. And we're on the draw. So we are 42% to draw land, not counting for the 2 spell lands. And we draw one. So better lucky than good, I guess. Better lucky than good. Yeah, we're at 42% plus the 2 copies of Hagra Mauling. So 46%. Almost a coin flip to draw land. And we have 3 draws before we need one. And our hand's actively good, we draw it. So they play Harvester. We draw land. Play lands, they go. There's your Valkyrie now also, which is kind of nice. Fortunately, of course, Verse can't kill Harvester, but that's okay. They play land. Attack for 3. A Kaido here would be bad. Okay. Pretty good. Unfortunately, our Verse couldn't kill the Harvester, so now Kaido's going to get us and start drawing cards, which is bad for us. It's quite bad. So, very good start for them.
Bet you can't catch us.
Kind of just untap. We draw Retribution. So, we're going to play land. Overseer could poke the Kaido next turn, but they can kill it with Harvesters. So, we're going to play the... It's either Valkyrie or Reaper. Reaper is a safer bet to attack the Kaido next turn. I think I actually like Reaper better. Either card can kill Kaido, but if they kill the Reaper, I don't really care. If they kill the Valkyrie, I'm pretty sad. So, adding mill over Underdog. Cool. Excellent. So that's the Reaper doing exactly what we plan on doing. Gain 4 life. Milled Underdog. Now we need some lands, but... So we got... We also have the Massacre too, so we can mop all this stuff up, which would be nice. They can produce a second blood. They can kill my Reaper, but... You know, not really the end of the world there if they do that. I can see an argument for maybe wanting Grasp over Verse. But we just like don't really want that many Doomblades in our deck, you know? So they're gonna attack, we're gonna not block. So we want to attack Kaido next turn. So take 4. They draw off Kaido. And I think ideally they would play a Fable here. Because we can attack Kaido and kill it, and hopefully we'll find some lands and massacre the board away. Keep playing our large shopless creatures. They play Xander's Lounge, the Grixis Triome. And they are eyeing my Reaper. Alright, that's pretty good. So, surge that, and we draw a non-land. Alright, not ideal. Now we're going to fire up the Overseer and just try and draw land. Which is not ideal, but is what it is. Not a land either. Alright. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Drawing some extra cards. We've done our things. Now we're probably in big trouble because Kaido is just going wild here and doing its thing. They draw off Kaido, still have 6 cards in hand. And now he can't kill Kaido with only 1 attack. We do have Massacre lining up to try and undo some of this card advantage. We draw a land, we can go Font plus Youthful Valkyrie, which would be nice. Harvest number 2. You draw a land, that's pretty good. Alright, so let's poke, it's not black unfortunately, but let's poke Kaido. And we're going to double spell here. Play the Font of Hope and play Valkyrie. Might kill Valkyrie response, but the Font response. Alright. It lived. We got a 3-5. Do they have a kill spell for it, perhaps? 3-5 is pretty big. 3-5 is pretty big. They can sack Harvester and kill this, which is totally fine. We don't mind that at all. So despite them having a really good hand and a lot going wrong for us so far this game, we're definitely still in it. We're definitely still in it. Gonna maul the Valkyrie for 4, which isn't really that bad either, honestly. They attack. They're interestingly going to attack and not kill the Overseer, so my Overseer can now kill Kaido. So they might have another Voltage Surge, maybe?
Thanks. I'll be taking that now.
Alright, well, we're going to find out right now, so... Here we go. Could also have a second Kaido in hand, too, I guess. Looks like that might be the case, so... Dink Kaido is still 5 cards, then we draw a non-land. We're going to play Retribution. Just play the highest mana cost card we have available. Drawing a black source for a Massacre would be nice. Good news is that Liesa is kind of hard to kill. 5 toughness. Discard a Kaidos. Maybe probably have 3 Kaidos then. They're just got Kaidos everywhere. Coming out of their ears. 6th mana. Attack. Interesting spot. So, do we block or not? They might have their own Massacre. I think we just block here, though. Taking 4 is a lot. And they might just kill my Angel anyway, so just block and make them use whatever they got. Like, they Massacre here now. It's still not a bad exchange for us. We draw a landing, play a little bit of Liesa. We got Valkyrie. What is your follow-up, my friend? Ob Nixilis the Adversary. Wow. So we're going to make 2 Obs and we're at 9. So now I'm really glad I didn't take the damage. Massacre for 1. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I think we're probably dead here. Make a Devil.
Work for me now, Runt.
Discard a Vanishing Verse. Draw another non-land.
Pleasure doing.
Yeah, I think that's going to be it this game. That's alright. That's alright. We get really lucky and this lives somehow, and I get to untap and play Liesa. Maybe there's a chance this game, but with 4 cards in hand, probably not. They discard a Kaido, too. Their hand must be really, really good. Alright, we're going to discard the... discard Vanishing Verse.
Plead for mercy.
And then just discard Massacre also. So we're just discarding everything. We got to stay alive here.
Defy me, and you'll lose everything.
Attack for 1. Alright, no blocks. No blocks. This would allow, that would have allowed a Voltage Surge to kill this. That Kaido, gross. Alright, well,
Hope you're ready for some.
hopefully, I mean, if our Valkyrie lives and we draw land, it gets double strike next turn, so it can kill one of the Kill either option anyway, but Liesa gain 5. Put a Liesa in play. Opponent's really thinking it through here. Play land. 3 cards left. Sure. All right. That's good, I guess. You got me. We draw the land. Play land. Play Liesa. Say a prayer, I guess. Block. No death trigger because of the Liesa. Gain 4 life. Could be worse. Could be worse. They didn't kill us first either, so maybe they can't kill it. But unfortunately, they just have like a lot of stuff. Meathook Massacre for 4. So what did that anyway? Sure. And they draw a card. They act like they're obs. Yeah, I mean, we're just like too far behind this game. Ob's a pretty snowbally card. It's very good when you're ahead. It's not very good when you're behind, but it is very, very good when you're ahead.
Or carnage. Tribute is owed.
Alright, so how about another copy of Liesa? All of these cards not coming down until they have 3 mana, three planeswalkers in play is a little much. A little much. It's alright though. Always got game 3. Will be on the play as well. This is the kind of matchup that tends to be tough for decks like this. Because their removal lines up pretty well. So if we can beat decks like this, then our deck is definitely the real deal.
Something you don't know.
Loot a land away. Plus discard.
Defy me, and you'll lose everything.
Yeah.
By coin or carnage.
Sword, make a creature, still 3 cards in hand.
I bring my own army.
We draw Elspeth Resplendent. I mean, I guess it's not the worst, right? Like, play Elspeth, put a vigilance counter, attack and gain 5. Negate is interesting. It does not hit many cards in our deck, but sure, it's fun. All right, so game 3 on the play. No worries. Just gonna run back. Could maybe consider bringing in our own Duresses, but I don't think we want to. Like our verses are pretty bad, honestly. Overseer, Reaper. Overseer's pretty bad against Devils and Massacre. I can see me bringing in some Duresses. Kind of like the Underdog, too. Obviously, that game we were stuck on lands. We couldn't really use it, but... Grasp, Power Word Kill. Yeah, let's bring in like 2 Duresses. Considering cutting 2 Overseers for a 3rd Duress and an Underdog. I think this is fine, though. I think it's fine. I don't really want to overboard. So... on the play, game 3. And it's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. We got some big ones here. Play Hive and MTGO. There's another big one. Alright. Once again, we're going to hold the planes for potential Snarl off the top. Don't love the Snarls, but a lot of double colors. Redrop on turn 2, perfect. We'll play Valkyrie here. They can't kill it end step, so they have to use their turn to kill it. It's fine for us. Ideally, we draw lands. We are playing 26 lands for a reason. It's a lot of lands. 24 lands and 2 maulings, so 26 lands. We do really want to hit our land drops. Alright, so Kaido with no creature already in play is very good for us. They can minus, but now I can kill it next turn, or the turn after next. We draw the land, sweet. That's very, very good for us. Very, very good. So we're going to go land Retribution here. Land, Retribution, gain 4. And this puts a pretty good amount of pressure on them. 24 to 18. Some big boomers in our hand. Honestly, drawing land wouldn't be bad at all. Wouldn't be bad at all. So, in that wonderful spot in the game where lands or spells are good draws. Kaido draws,
Now this
but is
is a
almost assuredly dying next turn. Iteration's great for us. Whenever you're like pretty far ahead on board and your opponent casts iteration with only one land in play, it feels pretty good. It feels pretty good. Because they're using their turn to draw cards, but like we can just keep pushing ahead. And again, Massacre, we have a lot of big toughness here. So Massacre unlikely to kill anything. Honestly, if we draw a land, we can go Valkyrie into Reaper. And get our Valkyries online too. Get above the 27 life threshold. Alright, so I'd like to draw a land here. I'd like to draw a land. That is a land. Excellent. So now our stuff kills. We're actually trying to kill every. This is just a massacre of a turn. An absolute massacre. So play this on white. Play Valkyrie. Gain 3. Play Reaper. Gain mill over an Angel. Gain 4 and then a bunch. Attack step. And we're going to attack here and attack here. I could see a mild argument for ignoring Kaido, but this is fine. Attack like this, and then we're going to kill the Harvester. And unless they have a Shadow's Verdict, which would be a very odd card to play in their Kaido Shizuki Obnixilis, 2-mana creature deck, I think we're good to go here. I think we're good to go. Even though we have Hive and Boomers in hand too, so pretty good hand for us. Pretty good hand. Casual 35 life. Casual 18 power in play plus Hive. We actually have double strike next turn also. So we are attacking for... I don't have that many fingers, unfortunately. I can't count that high. Sword and the Mirthless. You got it. You got it.
I take no joy in the slaughter.
Sweet. So, sweet game there on the play. Sweet game. Their hand was a little bit slower. Our hand was pretty good. And it all worked out. We actually didn't have a 2-draw that game either. It's pretty sweet. So, 1-0. Alright. Round 2. On the play. 26 lands. 26 lands. We're going to mulligan this one. We're going to mulligan this one. Into a somewhat sketchy one, but we're going to keep. We need to draw a land. We have 2-drop, 3-drop, which draws a card, which is good. So we find the first land will be alright. And we're going to keep Elspeth and not a Reaper here. Elspeth's our only real big card. And we'll eventually draw lands if we're going to win this game. So keep 6, ship one of these. And we'll see what we can do. Obviously, definitely need to draw some lands. There's one. There's Valkyrie. So there you go. That's a start. Because then Everson draws a card also. So Swamp. Bank Buster. Sure. Vanishing Verse. Alright. I mean, land, Overseer. Put a counter here. Draw a card and start the beats. It's not a land, but it's another Overseer, which is pretty good, honestly. So now you have 2 more shots at a land next turn. Massacre can't take this Valkyrie off the board, which is good. Going to hard cast a Biting Palm Ninja. That is... yeah, sure. So if this hits me, they can move the counter and Thoughtseize me. And it has Menace. I honestly don't think I care about getting Thought. We could just Vanishing Verse this and get it for 3. But given that I have 2 of the same card in my hand, I think this is just fine. Just play the Overseer and get in. Play Overseer. Try and draw a land. Get in. That is not a land. Alright. Down to 13. They can now attack and Thoughtseize me, but now I'll probably take the Valkyrie, because that was a card we didn't know we had yet, but... Thirst the Valkyrie. That's pretty good. That's a pretty efficient removal spell there. And then play Trespasser. Okay. Sure. This is a pretty big attack, honestly. So they attack, and now they can Thoughtseize me also. No blocks. Alright, so they take a look. Again, I imagine they'll take the Valkyrie here, but... Reaper gains life. Reaper gains life. Alright, so goodbye Valkyrie. Let me draw another non-land. Alright. I mean... They play, like, another creature here in Curvis and attack. I think we're just, like, pretty close to dead, but we'll just play the Reaper and gain 4 life, I guess. It does give some fuel to Trespasser, but... Yeah, so we're at 14, they're at 10. Alright. I guess. So we're not the best draw of all time, that's for sure. Opponent's thinking it's through. Most things are bad for us here. Nighthawk Scavenger? Okay. Yeah, we're just dead here, I think. They attack for 4 on turn 2 and 7 on turn 3. 13. Take. Yeah, we're just dead. We're at 11. And an on-land. Alright. Tough game. We just didn't draw any lands. You know, our mull 6, our hand wasn't really great. Their hand was pretty good. Another black mid-range deck, which again are pretty good against us, but we'll do our best to make it work. We're gonna bring in 2 more underdogs. I like to bring in these Crippling Fears. They have a lot of 3/3s, honestly. Maybe Liesa also. We're gonna cut down on cut down the Infernal Grasps. What else do you want to cut here? Maybe we don't want the third Liesa, because they're playing black and gold. They can probably kill it pretty easily. The question is, do we want to chill on our removal? Just kind of lean on the Crippling Fear. Kind of like that. Overseer's not great against Massacre, but like they played a lot of creatures. They like might not have Massacre. They weren't really like foddery creatures either. Underdog blocks and attacks really well against them. I'm gonna shave 2. I'm just gonna assume they have Massacre and shave 2 Overseers. I could see maybe shaving a Liesa instead, but let's try this. Not really exactly sure what they're doing. Would not be surprised if they have the card Invoke Despair in their deck, if I had to guess. On play. Hand is passable. Not great, but passable. Opponent mulligans. Hopefully we'll get lucky and one of these Reapers will hit one of our Tenacious Underdogs. That would be really, really good. We would have 3 of them, so the odds are reasonable. A little like sub synergy. In Mold 6, we have Verse on 2. Planes. Right. So that's fine. Drawing lands for Elspeth's fun. Ooh, okay. Now we're curving out, actually. So once again, we're going to hold the basic land for our possible Snarl at the top. Play Reaper and mill over an Angel. Game 4, sure. They play land number 3. They play a 4/3 Scavenger because we just gave them a Planeswalker, a land, and a creature. That's pretty funny, actually. All right, we have second. We have a Verse here. I might be interested in just playing Retribution here. Draw a land, because if we draw a land, we can play Verse and something else next turn. Playing Verse and wasting 2 mana this turn feels pretty bad. So they attack and gain 4. Whatever, honestly. Play this. Say go. Could also offer the 4/4 for the Scavenger, but with a Verse in my hand and the ability of Retribution, we're probably going to wait. Gelatinous Cube. Okay. I guess. That's a card, I suppose. So if the cube is killed, I get to get my card back, and we did not draw land again. Recurring theme this match. Recurring theme this match. I'm sorry, it was token, obviously. I don't get it back. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. All right, so no impetus to really kill this then. We want to just make land drops. So we're just playing Overseer. Hopefully we'll draw land and be able to Vanishing Verse this thing. That is also not a land. It's not bad, though. It's definitely not bad. So we draw a Crippling Fear, which will obviously kill both of their creatures. Fun card here, Gelatinous Cube. Hopefully they play another X3. Super fun design. Super fun design. All right, no blocks. Take 8. Right. So they're going to Ninja off of the cube, and then Thoughtseize me. This is one of those matches, folks. You know, just one of those matches. All right, you got me. Take my Crippling Fear. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Ariane's still pretty good. Like, take the Elspeth. Sure. We are double striking our Angels next turn. Doesn't matter that much, I guess. But draw Mauling. Sure, that's not bad. So we're just going to jam Fear Mauling as a land. Deal 8. Play Fear. Name Angel. So all non-Angels get -3, -3. And then we will play the Mauling as a land, and we will say go. Pretty good card, honestly. Pretty good card. The Warden is very good. They have a Shakedown Heavy. Sure. Cube does exile, so it gets around the shields on the Warden. And they're going to feed the Swarm. Okay. And we're going to attack. We're going to play Warden, and if they want to cube it, we just have the verse anyway, so play Warden. EDB to 2 shield counters, and I can remove a counter and make a 1/1 and draw a card, which is pretty freaking good, so play that, say go. I got a Citizen. Yes, Citizen. Attack for 6. I can allow them to draw a card to make it unattack. I don't want to do that, so... It has Menace, so I can't block, so it's fine. I could actually have double blocked here with the shield. That actually might have been right. Because they're going to cube it anyway. I should have just double blocked here. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Use my shield counter. They're going to ninja me again? Alright. Sure, I guess. It's fine. Take the Vanishing Verse, I guess. Sure. And play Bank Buster. They're at 11. Whatever this ETBs or attacks. Valkyrie into Reaper only gains a max of 7. So we're just going to go Valkyrie here. Yeah, we're just going to attack. I mean, I think the... we're going to leave this whole... Oh, it says that Menace. Never mind. Attack with everything. Sure, attack. Remove a counter. Draw Mauling. Mauling's pretty good here. That's not bad. Alright, just gonna Valkyrie. I guess if they go land Massacre, they still can't kill the 5/5 if they're dead. So, not dead, but it's still really good for them. But I'm just jamming. Play this. We could play Reaper here if we're scared of a Wrath. Also possibly a Shakedown Heavy. I mean, the graveyard dude, fighty guy. Fighter man. Nah, let's play Valkyrie. Because now if I play this next turn, I gain 3/3/4, which is 10. It's still not enough, I guess, but see what happens. All right, cool. So this time their cards didn't line up as well, and we just kind of overpowered them, which is great. So definitely have a lot of kill spells. Don't seem to have Massacre, though. I think my Overseer is actually pretty good. I'm actually going to shave one of these Liesas. And I would like to shave one other card. I don't think Vanishing Verse is like that important. Underdog is pretty good. They have a lot of 3-drops. Like a lot. A lot. Is there a world we want our own Massacres? I don't think so. I think Fear is much more mana efficient. Like, maybe we just don't want Liesa at all. We'll do 3-1. We'll do 3-1. Not exactly sure what I want. They have played a lot of different 3-drops. Many 3-drops. Variety pack. Mono black 3-drops. Opponent mulligans fast. We're going to keep. Mulligan again. We got the Abandoned Mire. It's like a spell land. We have 2-drop, 4-drop. Pretty good mana. Can't like really complain here, honestly. Sure. So play Sanctum first. Sanctum into Hive. Alright. A little floody. That's 2 lands in a row, but we have a creature land and a Mire, so. Alright, so we draw 3 lands in a row, and they have a Thoughtseize. That's pretty bad for us. It's pretty bad, but sure, I guess. Attack you for 1. Not cool. Not cool. I'll hide it over here. They won't see it. Let's put it over here off screen. So, alright. Alright. Gelatinous Cube. Alright. How about a -2, -3 card? No? I don't reach the card I Thoughtseize. I guess it's like alright, but. Alright. I mean, play Retribution, so go. It's a 4/4. They played land number 5. Blood Chief starts my 4/4. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And Underdog. Yeah. That's a pretty good 5-card hand, honestly. Alright, so there's your Underdog. Draw a card die. We draw Legion Angel. That's not bad, but probably not enough. They just blitz again next turn and attack. We block and go to 1. Yeah. Yeah, rough game. I mean, like, what are you going to do? You know, I think the keep is fine. Drew a couple lands, didn't do much else. They had a pretty good curve. Had pretty good answers to my my 2 creatures, adding 4 power to the board, then killing it for 1 mana. Like turn 5, 1 mana clear 4/4, and kick this thing is pretty good. Alright, so that was from the graveyard. Attack with the Ninja. Yeah, so sure. So we get a 1. And if we can put together a 2-drop here, maybe. We get back our Angel. So now they have 2 attackers in theory. I do have 2 blockers, so I'd like to draw a 2-drop here, though, and have a chance to not die. That's 2-drop. We did it. We did do it. All right, play white. Play Legion Angel. Pump it up. Get an Angel. Does a double strike, but I think attacking here would be pretty ambitious, so. Play Underdog. Say go. Had a healthy 1. Can't wait to see what card we die to here. I cannot wait. Cube number 2. Resetting the Valkyrie. Alright. And attack with the Ninja. This is fine, right? Can't get it back, but. Oh, wow. That was a good draw. Alrighty then. Back in the game. Back in the game. Play this. Gain some life. Get an Angel. We're still going to hold back Legion Angel, though. Because if they kill my other Legion Angel, then this has chump block. So I'm just going to wait a turn. Because I get to possibly double Angel next turn. I'm sorry, one's dead. Alright, never mind. We can Angel. We also have the Mire, too. So. Infernal Grasp, sure. Down to 13. Play Nighthawk Scavenger. We draw another Underdog. We could play Underdog and then end step Mire to get back Valkyrie. Alright. Say go. Where do we have? Enchantment Land. We're living on the edge here. We're grinding. We're grinding. 3 cards in hand. Combat. Here they go. I mean, this looks really good for us. Like, right? And they could just eat the Valkyrie, I suppose. That's like totally fine. It costs 3 mana for them. They can eat the Valkyrie, so it goes in my graveyard, and then it won't come back. But that's like fine. We're just trading off resources here, right? So everything dies. They go to 16. They have 3 cards left and 2 mana left. We instant Mire back our thingy. They play a Bank Buster. This game is turning, my friends. This game is turning. End step. Cycle this. Mill over anything better? No. Still good, though. Get back our Righteous Valkyrie. Untap and draw a Font of Hope. 2, 3, 2. Not good enough. I think it's still just Valkyrie, Legion Angel. Yeah, it's 2 mana efficient. So, play Valkyrie. Legion Angel, gain 3. Attack for 4. Alright, and now it's 12-7, and my board's great. And if they have, like, I guess if they have a Massacre, so be it. But I have, now I have Hive. Now I have life to work with on these, underdogs, too. They're drawing a card, folks. This might be a comeback. I don't want to call it too early, but might be a comeback. Don't call it a comeback, though. Hide number 2. Cast a 3rd underdog. Or 2nd. Wow. What a comeback. You love to see it. Angels 2-0. Round 3. Moving on up here. It's a snarly hand. We're going to keep. I end up on mulligans. Like, we have our good 3-drop. We're a little flooded, but we have a spell land and a 6-drop, and our opponent mulliganed. And we're on the draw. Like, can't mulligan a hand like this, you know? Gotta have a little faith you can draw spells. And if we draw lands, we'll cast our 6-drop. It's fine. Bottom mulligan 6. There's a Golgari land. I can play Snarl tapped. Again, part of it is that I can just, like, accepting the fact that, like, this is going to come in taps with them, which is fine. Sure. Snarl again. Now we have Valkyrie into Retribution or Reaper. Hopefully no turn 3 Chariot here. Turn 3 Chariot's pretty good. Turn 3 Chariot on the play is no fun. Innkeeper number 2. Alright. Attack for 1. This could be quite worse for us. They get an Ob? It's interesting. A pretty heavy use of resources, honestly. I mean... Alright, double Ob. Make a devil. Gain a life. We'll just take 2. Vanishing Verse.
Pleasure doing business.
We could fire up Reaper here. If we're looking for a card that can attack this, we don't care if it dies. Yeah, I'm going to hold back on Valkyrie. Just play the Reaper. Mill over many Angels. Gain 4, which is pretty relevant against these cards. Just got to take 4 again off the Ob. Alright, well that's particularly punishing, unfortunately, that the Dragonfire would have not killed the Valkyrie, but did kill the Reaper. So it has to be like exactly Dragonfire with no Dragon. They could have Dragon Land also, I guess. But... Right, so we draw this, we play land. I mean, now we're just playing Retribution, I guess. Next turn's Valkyrie Verse, perhaps. This card is pretty silly. It just looks so good on the play, too. I will say Magic Design, I think, has failed a bit in the trying to make cards that aren't so good in the play aspect of the game. Ragavan, cards like this.
You work for me now, Ron.
Make a devil, do a thing, go to 13.
Defy me, and you lose everything.
And Storm Seeker. Gonna give it nothing. Sure. All right. So now we have Verse and Valkyrie and a way to kill things, and we can. This is actually pretty. Maybe turn in the corner here, honestly. So we fire up an attack, we kill the big ob, and we get to tap and kill the Stormseeker, and then play Valkyrie and have Vanishing Verse up. That's all like pretty good, honestly. We have Sanctuary Warden next turn, maybe. Play this. Tap and kill this. Still have Verse up, so go. Might discard the Hive to the Ob. I don't know, we're at 13. It's not bad. Just gotta take it.
By coin or carnage.
Ooh, okay.
Tribute is
They're casting the Envoy. It's a 5/4 trample. This combat damage to apply. Look at the top card of your library. If it's a land, you can play it. If it's a spell, you can play it for free. If it was equal or less than the damage you dealt. If you don't play it, put it in your hand. Can't verse that one. Don't want to verse anything here? I don't think so. Alright, it's untap. Another Retribution. But I think we could play Retribution and verse again. But Warden blocks us pretty well, honestly. So that's pretty cool with me, I think. We get to kill the Ob. We have double strike here as well. There's Vigilance too. It's a pretty big turn. Alright, play this. Play Warden. Gain 5. Remove a counter. Draw Elspeth. Sweet. And we're going to go double strike, kill this. This attack you for Bajillion. Alright, so you take 8. 27 to 16, but stabilizing the board here. Shield counter's nice too. Sweet turnaround. Wow. That was awesome. That was awesome. I'm pretty impressed with this card, honestly. This card's pretty good. This card's pretty good. So, they are a Jund Obnixilis deck. Probably playing Chariot. Jund Obnixilis deck. What do I want to do here? What do we want to do? The Overseers are a little awkward again. The Overseers is the kind of card where, like, you don't mind boarding it out, obviously. Underdog's not great here because not much to get through. Even though it's a good grindy card, like, I don't think I'm super interested in that. Grasp is fine. Verse is somewhat unexciting. Don't want Duress. Didn't really see, like, I guess they were playing the Werewolf. Means they're probably pretty aggressive, too. Let's bring in Liesa and double Crippling Fears. Shave 2 Overseers. And I'm going to replace Power Word kills for Infernal Grasps. Oops. Oh, it's a Power Word kill, right? So we'll do one Power Word kill, 1 Grasp. Yeah, let's try this. Let's try this. All right. Opponent takes a fast mulligan. We're going to keep. Stands fine. Stands fine. A little clunky. We have a kill spell. They mulliganed. Alright. The mulligan's land, so go. Reaper fills the gap nicely. We did bring out our 2-drops, but... Innkeeper. Crippling Fear. Sure. Fear's pretty good here. Let's turn through Chariot. We're gonna verse the Chariot with just Fear of tokens, which is like fine. Obviously, like, it feels pretty bad to verse a Chariot, but when you have the Master Rule spell to mop everything else up, isn't that bad. So, gain 2, take 1. Snarl. Play the Reaper. And, whew, got there. 4th card's the Angel. 23 life. They're going to play the Envoy. That, unfortunately, is a 5/4, which kind of stinks a little bit. It's got trample, too. All right. They're going to get a card off this, but whatever, I guess. We'll play this. Play Angel. Legion has been pretty good for us, I'm not going to lie. And we're not going to attack, so they kill the Angel. We'll take 1,000,000 this turn, so let's keep this thing back to block the cats. I think Fear and Sanctuary Warden's pretty good. This card's good. This card's good. Cycle Triome as the start of your turn is very good for us. Innkeeper number 2, sure. They chose to do all this before. Oh, they're gonna attack too now. We're gonna block. I guess we'll block with both so we can't get trampled on. That makes sense. Sure. So pretty good exchange for us. No trample. They don't draw a card. We draw the Retribution. No real reason to cast Fear yet. Their board is not particularly menacing. So should I play this? Play Retribution. And I think again we're like, I guess I'll tag now. They untap and kill my 4/4. Probably just cast Crippling Fear. They'll get in for a bunch. We're at 23. Whatever. It's fun. All right. Crippling Fear is looking pretty good here. It's looking pretty good. Oh. Oh my. They trying to save it. Their last card is Dragon's Fire. This is very interesting. We could just block Stormseeker, but we're casting the Fear. I'm just intending to take this, honestly. No blocks. If it's Ob, we just kill the Ob, so... Sure. So make 2 Obs, I should take 4. Make a Devil too, sure. Take 2. And we kill everything. So... No good blockers, use tap to kill things, not even necessary. And then, maybe we can, like, just wait and not even cast Fear yet. You know what? I'm just gonna wait. Just gonna kill Stormseeker and play land and play Warden. Play this, move the counter. Thing, tap, kill this. So, at 12 life, they have 5 lands and no cards in hand. We have 2 good blockers. What's the worst that could happen, you know? That was good. That was good. Reverse Charm, sure. Alright, well, we're going to cast the kill spot anyway, so... That was probably best case scenario, but it's still fine for us, I think, so... We have Double Strike, attack for 1,000,000. Play Crippling Fear. Well, I guess we can't play anything else. We drew a Snarl, but whatever. Play Fear, name Angel. I suppose if we go to 7, still a blocker, though. Even a Haster isn't great here, honestly, so... It does go tonight. It does go tonight, but the Angels keep the sun shining. All right, 3-0. Great start. All right, so a pretty impressive run there. 3-0. Had some games, you know, that looked a little dicey at times, but were able to come back. And I think it's pretty good. Very impressed by Sanctuary Warden to the point where maybe I even want 2. Card is very, very good. Legion Angel is great. Obviously, your Valkyries are great. Font's great. Underdog is kind of a concession to, like, grindy decks in the main deck. Maybe we don't need it. Maybe we don't need it. We need to cut the Underdog for a second copy of Warden. Sideboard is pretty good. Fear was good. Liesa's good. Legion Angel is great. Didn't need Duresses. We put in a few, but deck just seems super sweet. Definitely really, really cool to see basically every set and standard having a little bit to say about this Angel deck, right? I mean, Kaldheim's the big one, obviously, because Kaldheim had a bunch of Angels, so the majority of the deck is from Kaldheim. But we get, you know, a D&D card in here. We get, and then we, of course, get cards from a new set. Few Strixhaven cards in here. And yeah, I'm pretty impressed. You know, a good amount of new cards here. I think Elspeth isn't particularly incredible, but fits very well into his deck. Deck's super sweet. If you love Angels, if you love mid-range creature decks, love tribal decks, give it a spin. All right, let me know what you think. I'm Jim Davis for CoolStuffInc.com. Thank you for watching. As always, there's a companion article to this video on CoolStuffInc.com, as there always is. Point your browser to www.CoolStuffInc.com. I do a video article Monday, a written article Friday. There's free content, no paywall, every weekday, and the best deals on Magic the Gathering and all other games on the internet you can find. Best service too, all right? 20th anniversary for Cool Stuff. Let's hear it for Cool Stuff. That's awesome. That's great. So, thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you next week. Have a good one.